Well, taking the observation hive out to inspect it, and we'll see if I can do this without dropping anything. Looks like it's got pretty good weight to it. Well, welcome back to Hansberry Honeybees. It is Sunday, and I believe it's what, the 27th or the 28th? And I'm inspecting the observation hive today. So what better time to do it than when your wife's away for the day? That way, if there's a couple straggly ones that don't get back in, I got a couple hours to retire them inside our bedroom. So yes, we do keep an observation hive in our bedroom. Every now and then, we have one that doesn't escape, but I don't get put back in after I do an inspection. This hive is kind of, I don't know, almost like a test hive, kind of like for mite resistance. Now I do inspect them, not as much as I should. I do treat them, but it's kind of limited because, you know, I have to use basically Apivar, or this year I'm going to try the Roxanne. Now, in my opinion, or from what everybody tells me, this is more of a maintenance, not necessarily a knockdown. But I did bring my vaporizer here, and I do have OA to administer to them if they're high. And I'm going to do a mite wash hopefully while everybody's here. It's just on the other side of this, the hive here. We'll see if you can even see it. Yeah, it's right over there. So I didn't bring any smoke. These girls are usually pretty gentle. They'll probably show their true colors since it's on video. Usually what I do is I take the lid off. I'll pull a couple frames. You can see they're pretty full here. I'll probably set it here by the left of the stand there. This is where I do feed them syrup. So, let's see here. Yeah, I haven't been in here for a while, so we'll all see it together. If I have to, I'll pause it and get some smoke. Usually I don't have to. A lot of times this hive does have more hive beetles because, you know, I have a 1.5 inch space here for patties built in, but I don't see very many beetles. So I'm going to just take this off because it's really too high to do an inspection this high. And they do, when I built this, I didn't really anticipate it being glued down like they do glue things down. So the next one I build, I will do different. There we go. Okay. It's pretty heavy, and they have honey in between the two boxes, so that's good. A lot of honey there, and we'll just see what we have. You see, they're really not causing any trouble. This is a total of 9 frames. I built it. It's a little too wide, so if I don't get it in there just right, they can put bird comb against the glass. Since then, I have put some nails for spacers. Looks like I see a lot of pollen. I might have to go in and get my wife's flashlight because it's pretty dark underneath the porch here. So let's just do that. It's right inside the door. I'll be back. Now, the thing I have to wonder is if she charged up since the last time she used it. No, she has not. Oh, shoot. I don't know why people use rechargeable flashlights and then don't charge them back up. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? I do see eggs in there. I'm really wanting to find her so I can I'm going to take it out in the sun here just to be sure. I see some brood but no eggs in this frame. Yeah, not much in this one to see. Right now they're cleaning up the syrup like there's nobody's business. This pattern isn't the best. This is the one I was trying to retire. My wife doesn't want me to retire her. Once again, I'm going to take it out in the light just to look. All right, you can't see it, but there's a lot of milk brood in here. Young larvae. Still don't see the queen. Looks like a good frame. I better put that little bit of honey up or it's going to be all over creation. I'll have to hose that off. Come on. Throw it out in the yard. Well, this is my third jacket for today. I've been in bees since probably 7 o'clock this morning. This is, let's see here, I went to 4 different yards. And this is just the last one I'm going to work on today. Let me get back here in the light. Well, I don't see the queen. This is a really nice frame. Pollen. I need some longer arms. So what I'm going to do, set this one in there. I'm going to clean out all my stuff for my mite wash, and I'm going to shake that frame that I just had out into this box, and then I'm going to just let everybody fly back. And then I'll be able to look for her too. As you see, there's a lot of bees flying. They'll fly back to the opening. I'll just take a little look here for the queen. And there she is. That's why I always put the big, I use a big tote like this so I can find her easier. Just in case you miss her. She's right in here somewhere. She's in there, trust me. Make sure she don't crawl out. Well, there she is right here on the side of the wall. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait till she gets here in the open. Pick her up. Yeah, it's pretty hard holding this camera and trying to pick her up in this corner. There she is right there. Yeah, right here. So I'm going to put her in this box. So she's in there, so we know she's safe. I could put this back together. Look at all these bees here. So I'll leave those bees there for now. And I'm going to get my alcohol ready so I can shake them in there. Because these are a lot of nurse bees that didn't fly, but they crawled out. So I'm going to get my stuff ready. All I had on my shelf back there was 91% alcohol. It's just going to have to be good enough for today. I'm just using a Varroa Easy Check. I'm sure there's other things out there. Oop. I do have the Ceracell. I have used Dawn dish soap. Always put your lid on right away. Shake another frame in here. Most of them are old bees. Well, I'm glad my wife's not going to be home for a while. She probably wouldn't be the happiest. Ow. Okay, so since I got some here, I shake them down. That's a half a cup, and I'm going to be err on the side of caution. So there's more than that in there right now. There's probably 5/8 to 3/4 of a cup. All right, they're dead. But since I only take this out every so often, I'm actually going to do a deeper inspection. I'm going to get here in the bottom box, take this off, and see if there's any brood down here, because she's not an amazing queen. She's just not, but my wife wants to keep her. See, they're really not even in this bottom box much. No, not much down here. See if there's any brood in this box. There's a little bit of brood, not much. But since I'm only in here every now and then, I'm going to take a big sample, and I'll probably even count these. So that's probably another, that's close to a full cup probably. Okay. Now, I'm just going to put it back together. Well, at least it's here. So, from what I read, this is a 20 pack of Roxanne. It's let's see here, 4 strips per deep. It would be what, 6 total per colony or a double deep. So there's 90 frames in here. So technically, it should be in between 3 and 4. But since again I don't get in this very often, they're going to get 4 strips. And doing a little, I won't say research because I'm not really doing the research. I've had people tell me that they're really damaging the comb when you bend them down. They're supposed to be like bent down like this, but they're burning the comb. So a lot of guys are just laying them flat just like this. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put this box back on. And we're going to do our own little experiment. I'm actually going to put 6 strips in here. We don't know what the mouthwash is yet. There's 4. That box, that's full of honey right there. They got enough for all winter right there. That's seated down. Put another 2 strips up here. And from what I was told, as soon as you open this pack up, the time starts now. It doesn't matter if you seal it back up, put it in the freezer. I was told as soon as you open it up, use it. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll just go out to some random hives and slap some in there. So that's pretty well all I'm going to do for this inspection. Ow, you son of a... That one got me good, right on the... 2 of them, right on the palm of the hand. And this is where you smash a hive beetle. Try to get all the bees to go back home and not go in the back of my vent here. Because what happens is one got in my wife's bed and stung her, and she wasn't very happy. So I'm going to shake this for a minute. And while I'm waiting, I'll shake it, and then I'll decide if I need to hit them with OAV. There's not many mites in here actually, but I'll tell you what I might do since I'm here is I might do it anyway. So got my battery vaporizer, and I only got this little battery. It takes so much to charge it up. I might get one, and that's about it. I'll go get my acrylic acid. See if there's anything I can bring to the truck. My truck, you can probably just see it. And I don't have my respirator, but I think I'll be fine with just one. Well, there's a lot of bees there that didn't fly back. A lot of nurse bees crawled out, but didn't go back to the hive. Good thing my wife's not here. Don't tell her. All right, now I'll go shake that a little more. I already got bees flying on the porch to clean it out. They say really shake it for about a minute and let it set for a while. So that's what I'll do. Temperatures, I think it's 445, but I never remember. I think that's Celsius, so it's getting close. Boy, it's a scorcher today. Good news is I'm inspecting my hives in my house, and I did probably 22, and there's only 1 or 2 that are light. The rest of them, they probably have 35, 40 pounds of honey on them still. So that's a plus. Yeah, that's not looking good for the home team. But there's a lot of bees in here. Can you hear me wash? I'm trying to count it here. Yeah, a lot, 15 to 20. But again, there's probably 600 bees in here. So that's still, we'll just say if I'm right and there's 600 bees in here, 9 would be 3%. So it's a little over 3%. Wow, it can start to get a whiff of that silic acid residue in there. Oh, whoo, cheese and crackers. All right, so I'm gonna walk over here and get this garden hose. I don't know where the nozzle is. Spray some of this honey off here. We don't want a robbing frenzy here. Well, I hope everybody is having an amazing Sunday. All right, I got 441 degrees. I have it set at 4 grams. This is just a container I have. It's not really wood bleach. I should have brought my gloves. Wow, that sucker seized up. Get a little water on it here. Haven't used it since last winter. Now, the only downside with this, I'm sure it's going to have this oxalic acid stick to it a little more. So it might take a little bit more time to rebound. Okay, I got a full tube. Let me see here. Can you even see this? Just tight quarters here. So I'm going to take where I feed them. Then you can see, yeah, you can see. We'll see if you can see the vapor shoot through there if I can hold it in here. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but I can see it in person. I'm just going to hold my breath a little bit. Try to anyway. Man, that's wicked. Wind changed a little bit there at the last second. So it's saying it's about done. Well, I got a lot of bees trying to get through the back here. That's going to be ugly. Okay, so it's pretty well back up at temps. Since I know I lost some, I'm going to hit them again. This time I'm going to try to put that, had this Kleenex. I should have put that on there first. There you go. We'll try it a little better this time. Coming out through the port over here. Going out my entrance over there. I didn't think about plugging it up. Okay, so that's about it there. Put that in. Try to be fast, but sometimes it just don't work. Put my plug back in. All right, so you probably can't see it, but there's a lot of bees on the back of this vent here, and we definitely don't want them to come in. So I'm just gonna kind of simulate a little shower here and see if I can get the bees to go back home. And when I get done, I'll just have to wipe off the hive inside the bedroom. So not a big deal. Just kind of happens to happen. Definitely don't mind one or two bees in the hive or the house with us, but I don't want 100 of them in there. So I'll strap it back down. And then I got to get moving faster. They come back right away. So I'll pause this and then I'll come back. All right. Well, I can tell you I have one or two on my lid, and I always see one in the window. So this is where it gets a little confusing. So I have this stuffed up here, and there's a hole. It's not in my window frame, so people don't think I destroyed a window. I just added a 2x4 block down here. And then this, I'll shove through there, and I have a 2x4 block. So obviously the bees can't come in. Basically, I'll put this through the hole, and then when I take the block out, I can actually pull the towel out from the outside so no bees come inside. Unless the block comes out like it did before, and then it's really bad. You're getting ready to go to a beekeeping meeting and you have 50 bees in your bedroom. So just rotates down like this. So I can feel it touching that 2x4. And I'll go get my battery drill and we'll go take that off. Then I got to wipe up the floor before Barbie gets home. All right, so set you down there. Looks like my battery's dead. Hopefully it's got a little bit of juice to take a couple of screws out. Hopefully. I know Jesus doesn't owe me any favors, but it'd be nice if he'd leave a little juice in here for this battery. So this is what it looks like generally after an inspection. The short 2x4s are permanent, and the other one I just take loose. I hate these stands. Okay, we'll see what happens here. This 3-inch screw here is what's holding everything. Put it back in before I forget. Okay, there's that. That's my storage spot down there. And now I just pull this out. And over time, the girls will fly back in. All right, well, I think that's going to be the end of this one. Just a little inspection. I'm going to have to go out there and find a few hives to put the, Varoxan in, just so I burn it up. And I hope everybody, again, has a great Sunday. Just be safe with the heat. Oh, I'll tell you a little story. So a while ago, I was in hives, and I'm at the hive stands. I'm like, gosh dang, that sting hurt. And then within about a second later, I felt a couple more on my pant leg. And then I realized I had bumblebees trying to sting me through my jacket. So almost never do I leave hive equipment out. But in a couple of my winter videos, there's a couple field mice living in one of my small nuke boxes. So I'm like, I'll just leave it there. They got to have somewhere to live too. Well, bumblebees took over the mouse nest and made their nest inside a mouse nest. So I did take a couple pictures. And that's what I was feeling. Them mother cluckers was stinging me, and that's why they hurt a little different than the honeybee. So just be careful this time of year when you open up boxes, because I didn't even get in it. It was the vibration from setting boxes down on the hive stand that just set them off. It was 6 feet away. So as you can see, this is what I love. It's almost like they're in rows, got their Nasanov gland going, and they're basically calling everybody back in. See if you can see that. All right, this has got it. I think I'm about done for my third jacket of the day and my second shower. I'm gonna go get a coffee and probably bottle some honey. We have the state fair coming up here in Louisville, Kentucky, and from what the news said, it's the biggest state fair in North America. That's just what they said. I don't know. And I'm putting some stuff in the show. The Kentucky State Beekeepers Association, we sell as a group, And I'm going to put my hot honey in it. I have creamed honey I'm putting in there, different flavors. We'll have chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon, peanut butter, apple crisp, and our newest one that almost nobody knows about will be a peanut butter and chocolate blend. We'll have that for sale there. I'm going to sell cut comb, chunk comb. So if you have time, drive on up to Louisville. I think it starts August 14th, and I think it's for 10 days. And come on out and support the legitimately Kentucky State beekeepers. Have a great day. Oh, one more thing. A friend of mine, she sells creamed honey as well. She'll be there. Dang it, I can't remember her. I know her name, but I can't remember her business name. But she'll be there right up with me selling honey. If I have to work, the group sells it for us. And again, if I'm working, they sell it for us. If they're working, we sell it for them. And it's a great cause. All right, this will be going up today. And until the next one, be safe.